Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! There's a bug in here! Did you go live? No!
I haven't turned on the video yet.
Shit.
And Katie's
I'm gonna
running
have to
from
figure
a
this
bug.
shit out. What the hell is that? Get out of here! What are you doing? Oh no. Well, this is a nightmare.
I just turned the sound back.
Oh goodness. Oh no.
I'm gonna switch.
He's flying all over. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a minute to throw a book at this guy. Okay, 1 second. Be right back.
That was the best start.
Where'd you
we've
go,
ever had.
buddy? Do you want to die?
The timing was impeccable.
Oh,
Impeccable.
you heard me coming and you ran away. Okay.
I just put the sound back on, and then a bug showed up. Oh, you can't even hear me.
Oh no, I could not. I don't know.
I literally had just put the sound on, and I was like, okay, be quiet for a minute. I'm going to switch us live. And then a bug showed up, and it ruined the whole goddamn...
Oh, no.
Mom messaged me 2 different ways to let me know that they could hear us.
So, listen.
Okay, welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Go ahead, tell the story of what just happened.
This big-ass black bug came in here flying around all up above my head and through here, and then when I tried to move away, he still just hung out here, so I couldn't come back, couldn't do anything. So then I finally grabbed my book to throw at him, which Cody doesn't like when I do that, because it leaves marks.
It destroys other things besides the bug.
But he ran away, which means he's somewhere in here, so that may happen again. I can't promise that will be the last time.
Funny. There was no visual. It was just you screaming.
That's all anybody could hear.
Yeah, I still had it on starting soon, and
Oh my god!
And then I realized they couldn't hear me, so I was like, I better unmute myself so that I can explain what's happening. Oh dear God! Okay, that was entertaining. Oh, yeah. I think Pesky just clipped that for us, so we'll have that forever.
Oh, beautiful!
I gotta make sure I don't cut out that part when I go to put this on YouTube later too.
If I'm looking over here and not at the camera the whole time, it's because I'm watching for that guy to come back and try to kill me again. That was horrible.
That's so funny. Pesky, tell me.
All right, hi, Swirly.
I'm just trying to inch it up a little bit.
Oh, and now I woke Swirly up with my screaming.
Okay.
All right.
Well, here we are.
I'm gonna leave my weapon there in case I need it. Oh, jeez. Well, welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
To the, well, you have to start it.
Oh, from the lakes of Minnesota.
To the hills of Tennessee.
We've switched the order the last couple times, so I got a little off my game.
I need to sit still. My head is just... Okay. I'm on edge now. Jeez. Well, speaking of pets, that was going to be our topic for the day.
I was like, that's a good transition. So I think loosely we were going to talk about pets today.
Yeah, which is good timing, Swarley. I wish you could.
Is that better? Sorry. Go ahead.
And maybe I'm just loud because I'm like really aggressive right now.
Okay.
There's a lot happening. Swarley is sitting at the table with me. He's in the chair.
Down a switch. Sorry, I'm reading chat late. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh no! I have great news. He's back. 1 second. All right, buddy, get over here. Swarley's gonna kill you where I am.
Is this the whole?
You're gonna die today. Okay, but like, stay over there.
The whole episode is just Katie trying to kill this bug.
Why did this happen now? Where have you been? I was out here just straight chilling, and you showed up for the podcast? Like, disrespectful. You weren't invited. Maybe if I turn off the light. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, no, sit still. Please. Swirly, go get him. Go get him.
Cody is so much taller than you. He should be the one doing this.
Okay, so the lights are off. Maybe he'll sit still because he's a dumbass.
She's going to be a meme.
Choose the light.
Oh, I just saw it. It scared me through the camera. I literally did anybody else see that? I swear I saw it.
Did he die? I feel like I have to check though. Because the book's on him, right?
I swear to God I saw it.
You did. He went right through here. Is a big bug. But it worked though, because he was going after the lights, right?
Yeah.
And so I turned off the lights so that he would go somewhere more reachable, and then he landed on the floor.
Okay.
But I gotta check, you know?
Of course.
And Swarley's just sitting there staring at him, like, do something. What are you good for?
Quality content.
Oh my gosh. Okay, just give me
better be a meme. That's all I'm hoping for.
Just give me a second. I'm gonna die. Are you dead? Be dead. Be dead.
Drum roll, please.
Ooh, he's dead. Ooh, it's gross. He's dead.
I was gonna say Cody's so tall, you should be making him do it. But
What if I put my book back on top of him till Cody gets home? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. That'll be his grave till Cody comes too. Well, that was a fun start.
Yeah.
Maybe Sean's just a little quiet in comparison to the ruckus I've created.
Yeah, I should have asked. Does all our sound good? I can move my mic a little closer to me too.
No, that was from earlier. I think you're probably fine.
Yeah. I just wanted to confirm. I'll put it right here. That'll help a
I'm
little.
I'm like seeing shadows now, and I'm having a heart attack.
It's gone. You literally.
I know. I literally just looked at its dead body. Oh my gosh, that was so stressful.
Sound is good. Thank you, Pesky.
Okay.
Pesky thinks it sounds good. That means I need to turn the music just a little bit because I love her to death, but she's a little bit of an old woman. Okay.
Oh yeah, we like our loud music.
Yep.
Okay. I'm like one eye on the book as though he's gonna crawl out from under there and come back to life. Oh my gosh. So anyway, this is our
So maybe, you know what, we should almost transition this into fears, maybe. No.
That was mine.
No, that'll get deep. I need to prepare for
This is why
that.
I get in trouble. Trisha, who lives below me, probably thinks that somebody just died in this apartment because I just threw my book at it and it landed on it. Good aim. But then Trisha below me is probably like, earthquake.
Pesky, you have a point. This is not about the music. It's about us talking. That's a fair.
That's true.
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, your neighbors probably will think you killed someone. Or
I
died.
did.
Or died. Just fell and died.
Both of those things happened.
Well, then on my end, I cooked dinner because Pesky hurt herself and I didn't want her standing that long. And then I finished dinner like literally moments before I had to come do this. So I'm shoveling food in while we're testing this. Yeah. We're using Guest Star today to do this for the first time ever. So I'm like shoveling food while you're testing that. So
it's working well. I like it.
I like it a lot too, and I can share screen easier in here too. We were talking about. So
yeah.
I think it's gonna be good. I found out that I can also set this up to where like we could bring a guest in from the chat if we wanted to, maybe.
Oh,
like that's a thing.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah. So that's a thing I can set up for future streams as well, if that's something we wanted to do.
Yeah,
or this
cool.
could be the way we could have any sort of guest.
Yeah.
Any sort of guest.
Yep.
I'm already as loud as my thing will let me go, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go really right in.
Or just bring it
right in here.
Welcome to Thoughts for Your Thought.
Right into the microphone.
I didn't like that. Oh Lord.
I can just turn Katie down a little bit.
That's maybe the right choice. I'm being very loud.
Yeah, we'll just turn.
Also, my microphone's closer today.
Yeah, and I'm still working on. I'm gonna redo my setup this week, I think, because first of all, I keep losing things. I think things are falling behind my desk and just disappearing. So
Do you remember? This reminds me of something I brought up today.
Okay.
In Halloween Town, the movie, the Disney Channel original movie, DCOM, if you will.
Okay.
When you would lose something, it would show up at this guy's house that lived in Halloween Town.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, I do.
So, like, when your sock falls behind the missing sock, it just shows up at his house.
Yes, I remember that.
And that's where all your things are now.
That's probably where. Well, one of the things is like my wireless mouse for work, which is fine because I have a wired one as a backup, but it's not ideal.
Yeah.
So I'll find everything eventually, but I think I just figured out how to turn myself up a little bit. So let me know if that sounds okay, guys. I don't want to do a sound check for like a 90% of this podcast, but
That's fine. People can just tell us while we're going.
Anyway, okay. That's yeah. Oh, and then when I was cooking this, I was going to tell you earlier, but I decided to save it for now. I was peeling carrots and I peeled my knuckle a little bit, but I got to use my. I don't want to flip off the camera because this is my middle finger, but I got to use my pineapple Band-Aid at least.
Oh,
so that's
nice.
the bright side of the story.
Yep, I like it.
Knob works. Oh yeah, I guess you could see me turning the gain up on the back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool, great, thank you.
Cool.
Great. So I think we loosely said we were just going to talk about pets this episode. I kind of like it better when we're just kind of riffing and going off the gun.
Yep.
So if we don't end up talking a lot about pets, that's totally fine. We just kind of see where the day goes. Let me start before we get into that about how you are home now. How was your trip home? Because you were here for a long time and then you guys drove back.
It was horrible. I hated every second of it. I was stuck at your house for New Year's with no way out. We did not go live.
We didn't. Early in the night, I thought about it, and then it didn't happen.
It shouldn't
happen. No.
Nobody was on our level, Sean.
No, nobody was.
Were you on my level?
I mean, yeah. By the end of the night, I definitely was. I remember I was talking to Pesky about this. And Mom and Dad too. I remember mostly. It just keeps saying David all night. I remember that very well.
Yep. Ew.
Ew, David.
So funny. Poor David.
I remember that very, very well.
Yeah. It was a good time though.
Pesky was also on a different level by the end of the night as well. Yeah. It was a fun time.
There were a lot of levels.
There was a lot of levels, and we were all on all of them.
The whole range of levels.
Yeah. Or escalators, if you rather.
Yeah, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. We drove back. Now I have my classes starting tomorrow, and that really sucks.
Yeah. I have the worst week of my life at work happening right now, so I can relate.
Are you doing year-end stuff?
Yes. Yep. Year-end accounting.
Well, actually, your job leads us into a great topic of conversation for today.
Okay.
Because I have the worst thing that could ever happen to me happening. Okay. Which is they're making me do accounting in law school.
Yes, you mentioned that to me. Yes. Yep.
The absolute disrespect of the school to think that we are even remotely qualified to do that. I'm one of the few people that actually likes math in law school.
Sure.
But I hate accounting. Like I took accounting 1 and 2, but I did it online at a community college.
See, and I will say you had a bad exposure to it because community college and online is not. I took my first 2 or 3 classes of accounting in person, and then they forced us online. For the harder classes, like the intermediate classes, and that sucked. Now I already liked accounting by that point, but it sucked still. So
yeah. Well, that's why I messaged you and I was like, bro, we have to do. He literally gave us the YouTube videos. There's 4 YouTube videos how to learn accounting in an hour. Yeah. And Cody took it online with the community college as well and didn't understand a single thing.
Yeah.
And so we were watching that. I just played it on the TV in here and he was like, this would have been really helpful to me when I took that course.
What about the rap video I sent you?
Oh my gosh. It was, I sent it to my friends and one of them was literally like, I answered the first 10 questions of the worksheet based on that rap video. So thank you.
For reference, it's not, I don't think, if I link it, I don't know if it'll, but basically it's David's Credits accounting rap. I recommend looking it up. It's very funny, especially if you do have any sort of accounting background. It's even funnier, but yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Yeah, well, that's funny. Yeah. So yeah, let me know if you need help while you're doing that, or is it done?
I will.
Are you already done?
No, I have to do it after this.
Great.
We have to do accounting and business valuation.
Okay.
And I at least took an accounting course. I know nothing about business valuation.
Yeah, that seems odd. I'd be interested to see what that would entail.
So I think the idea is the class is business associations. So I don't know what that means. I'm not going to say something like I have any idea what that entails, but he's like, you're going to need to know these basic concepts to understand the cases that we read.
Sure.
And I'm like, then I don't think I want to read the cases.
Not sure that's the right journey for me. Yeah. So that's going to be the worst experience of my life.
Well, I'll give you kudos that you are at least learning something about accounting, whereas I have never, and probably will never learn anything about law. So you'll have that. You'll have that on me. Is that you at least
You
know?
probably had to learn like some legal stuff with accounting. Like you can't lie about
I
numbers.
had a business law class, I guess, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first classes you take. It wasn't like a intermediate course or anything like that. It was very, ethics and basically the same stuff they tell you from HR when you first join a job. Yeah. It's basically what the entire class was, hey, don't sexually harass people and
great.
Don't use work property inappropriate, like that kind of crap. So
things that we probably shouldn't have to tell you, but based on our history, we probably have to tell you.
Right, exactly. So not quite your level, but
that's so funny.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there is a respect there.
There is, yeah. Now you have the respect, and I have the respect back, even though I have very little. Maybe I do have. I mean, I will say the law class did go into some stuff, so maybe we have equal understanding of each other's stuff. Yeah,
an equal level for sure.
A respect there, as it were.
A respect there.
We gotta. Maybe we do need to change the name of this podcast.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see where the vibe takes us.
Yeah, we gotta follow the vibe. We're only. What did I put? 5 episodes in? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it says right there, episode 5.
Yep. So.
Yeah. I also met with a professor today to talk about jobs for after I graduate.
Okay.
Which, mind you, is in a year and a half.
Yep.
But I could apply for one this month.
Oh. All right.
I can't do that. Do they think I can do things? I can't do anything.
That's how I felt when I got my first job out of college. Was like, I don't know what this is. This is real life. It's different.
However, if you're a judge watching this, I am extremely qualified to work for you.
Well, it's just a different from reading it in a textbook and then actually being out in the world and seeing it firsthand. There's always going to be a transition period for sure.
Yeah, like when you had to do your balance sheet for realsies.
Yeah. Yep. Real balance sheet versus fake balance sheet. Yeah. What's funny is the way in college there was a lot of like, oh, make the balance sheet balance, and it made me feel like that was going to be a thing a lot more often. Is in the real world, I'd be trying to balance a balance sheet every day.
Is it not?
No, I mean, the way accounting systems work these days is they pretty much balance themselves out.
SAP just does it for you.
Basically, yeah.
Wow, what a time to be an accountant.
The way journal entries work is it kind of prevents you from booking something unless it evens out the balance sheet. You know what I mean?
That's amazing. Yeah, you just look at it and it's like, you can't do that.
There's no way to not do it unless you break the safeguards already built in.
That's wild.
Yeah. If Old Paint's not careful, the spam bot's gonna think that he's a...
I was just gonna say, there's a lot happening there.
Like I'm trying to read a different language or something.
I'm impressed though.
Yeah.
I always try to remember how to do this guy.
Yeah.
With the things, and I always forget how.
I don't know how to do that. I always copy and paste it from somewhere
else. I copy
else.
and paste it. Yeah.
That's probably what.
That's my Discord image. Is just. Yeah.
Dolly was barking when you were yelling about the bug. That's funny.
Well, there's just a lot happening. Dolly and I have a lot in common.
Yep. You were yelling. She was barking.
Swarley was doing absolutely nothing.
So I guess
good job.
That's a good transition to pets. I guess is.
It is.
That works well. So, Pesky said Woody is also enjoying this. So Woody is our puppy who's now 8 months old. Going on 9 at the end of January. And then we have Willow who's 3. And
3?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, 3.5, I guess, because June birthday, but yeah. Yep, and then we also have the Morgan, who's like 6.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We got Morgan when he was also like 8 months, so we've had him a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Swarley when he was 8 months. When is Woody's birthday?
I do know this. It is April, the end of April.
Are you going to throw a party?
I probably will, yeah.
First birthday party?
Yeah.
That's cute.
I want to say it's like April 24th. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Leave it to the mom to remember.
Exactly. I was gonna tell Britt that Pesky, whatever, that we should just say that it's April 15th because that's tax day, and I just think that'd be really funny.
That would be
and
really
it's close
funny.
enough, I feel like.
Yeah.
But no, we should probably be true to it.
I guess they probably know his birthday. Like Swarley, I know his birthday, but it can't be his real one. Like they had to have just picked one because they just found him on the street.
That's possible. Because I know with Woody, I might have this wrong, but I'm pretty sure they like had his mom in foster care because they like found her on the street or something, and she was already pregnant. So then Woody and all of his siblings were like born in the foster system already.
Well, then they would know.
So they would definitely know his birthday. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think that's how it was. Yeah. So it's a little bit
that's
different.
sad. You can still pretend. Come here, Swarley.
I don't know if Willow was. I think Willow might have been found when she was very young. So I don't know if her birthday's approximate, and hers is in June sometime. That's what they said. But
She's the sweetest girl in the whole world.
yeah, she was a handful at first, which gives me hope for Woody because he's a handful right now, and now Willow is like the best dog we've ever had, almost. Just demeanor wise, because she's very cuddly and very. Oh yeah, that's right. She was from South Dakota. Thank you, Pesky. Yeah.
Oh.
And they brought her.
She had a lot of energy when you brought her home because she was a puppy.
Exactly, and now she does have energy, but she uses it differently, I guess, and she sleeps a lot more than she used to, which is odd. But she's a very athletic dog, but she's one of those where if she doesn't have the room, she won't use it. Well, there's Swarley. Swarley was here. You brought him here for the holidays.
He made a little road trip to Minnesota. Him and Rocky were my parents' cat were fine together. Not a huge fan of the dogs. Actually, Willow was probably the dog he did the best with.
Yeah.
You know, he's not bad with dogs at all, but Saki was just so big, I think it freaked him out.
Yeah.
But Willow got right up in his face, and he was just like,
that was the only dog he didn't hiss at first,
Yeah.
really. Yeah.
"You did so good." Yep. He's not a hunter, but what are you looking at? Stop looking at things. It freaks me out.
I was gonna say, you think there's
There'll be another bug in here. Look at him.
So you're gonna get.
Yeah, and the road. What?
Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
The road trip back was not as smooth as the one there because I was like, well, maybe he can sit in my lap for a little while.
Yeah.
And that didn't work.
Yeah.
He was like overstimulated, and I was like, I'm so sorry, Cody, but you have to pull over again because this man has to go back in his carrier.
That with Woody, when he was really young, we took him in the car a lot, like the first day, just because we wanted him to meet everyone. Because they say you should like just hang out with them alone for the first 2 weeks after you get him.
Yeah.
Because he was like 8 weeks old when we picked him up, and they say you should wait till like at least 10 to start introducing him to other people. But that first day, we brought him around to a lot of people just to be like, hey, okay, you've seen him, now you have to wait, a month or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he did get car sick that day because of all the driving around, so he was not.
Poor guy.
I think he's better now at that than he was then. But
yeah, I got to see him when you first brought him home because I was in town.
Exactly, that worked out. That you happened to be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just looking at pictures where he could crawl up right here. And now he definitely does not look like that. I probably could pull up pictures, I suppose.
You guys had your little matching shirts, and it was so cute.
Yep.
He will never fit into that again.
I got it knowing that he...
Yeah.
That's what it was. We were bringing him to Anton and Sarah's house, and he got sick. That's what it was. They have a pool over there, and we brought him swimming over there. Yep. We have some pictures of that somewhere.
That's so cute.
Yep.
Oh, are you purring? Are you happy to just be sitting on the podcast, little buddy? You're doing so good. Oh, yeah, he's happy. Let me see if I can get the microphone up to the purring.
So here's when we first got him. I'm going to share the screen. You can go ahead.
I can just feel it out.
I was going to say, I don't really hear it. Oh.
There it was.
There it was. Oh,
good job, buddy. Good job. You purred for everybody. He's the best buddy in the whole world.
This, and then
I want to see. Oh, look at him.
There we go.
He was so cute.
So this was not long after we brought him home. Let's see, this was July. So he was already like, we'd had him home for like a month. So this is him at like 9 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So that was him in his Hawaiian shirt.
He's so cute.
And he, since then is a lot bigger. Let me try to see if I can. Here's a
Yeah.
good picture of him and Willow back then too.
Oh, look at them. Best friends.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, She was so happy to have another dog.
See if I have a current one so that you have some context.
Look at all these pictures of your dogs, just in general.
Yeah. So here he is now, if it shows up, maybe.
Look at his big face.
There it goes. So that's him recently. That's him.
Can't believe how big he is.
So he's gotten, this isn't a good picture to show his full size, but he
I mean, you can tell his head's pretty big there.
She'll have a lot more. I'm not good at posting pictures.
Oh, that's a nice photo.
Let's see. I should have prepared some Oh, he also saw snow for the first time, which was hilarious. Here's a good picture of that.
Oh, buddy. Oh, he loves that. Willow loves the snow, right?
Yes. Yep. She has a really long snout, so she likes to use it to dig and stuff. Yeah, Swarly ASMR. We can kind of hear him now, I think.
You're doing. He's just laying on my. He's like, let me see if I can put this. There we go.
Now let me go back to talk so we can see it. There you go.
Oh, you're fine.
Actually, I can just do this. There you go.
Willow in the snow is just some of my favorite things to see. She's so sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Say hi. Say hello, everybody. Oh, what a good boy.
Here's a good size picture.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
So that's what he looks like now, pretty much. With the leaf on his nose.
Oh, he's so
Willow.
cute.
So you can... Oh, did it change? It didn't change on stream for some reason.
Oh, she just loves it out there.
So those are the dogs.
Yep.
And then I should probably show the cat too. The cat's kind of an asshole, but he's coming around. He's been sleeping with me almost every day. Like when I get home from work and we.
If he knows you, then you're good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Here's a good one. Let me share that one.
Oh, look how
There
cute he
That's
is.
the cat.
He's ridiculous.
So that's all our animals. We have kind of a zoo. Feels like sometimes. Not as much as BFP, which I don't think BFP is here today, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh!
This would be the best podcast for BFP to be here for.
Seriously,
he's got like a funny farm. Basically, that's how I look.
Where
at
you
it.
going?
If you remember the funny farm when we were living up north.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what he has at his house.
Hi.
But anyway.
What a sweetheart.
Stop sharing this. There we go. Are you going? That's what I was going to ask earlier. Are you going to get any more? You think?
Eventually, I think he likes being an only child,
Mm.
and we do well with him being an only child. But at some point, probably, like, I think Cody will want to pick one out together at some point because I got Swarly on my own.
Sure.
Because he's mine, even though he likes Cody more than me now. And at some point, we'll get a dog, but we'll wait till we're not. If we had stayed at the house, we lived in a house before we moved into this apartment, and if we had stayed in the house, we probably would have gotten a dog.
Sure.
And Swarly wouldn't have liked that. No, I know.
I have one more of Woody that I just found that's the best.
Hi, I love you. Oh, big sports guy.
There it goes. You can kind of see it's a little dark, but this is one that Britt
Oh,
posted. Yeah,
he's
that's a
so
good one.
happy.
So anyway, that's we love them. They're a handful. Woody has been the biggest handful of a dog I've ever had, but he also
well,
the
it's your
youngest
puppy,
dog. I was gonna say
yeah.
he's the first young dog I've ever had. So it's I think it's been worth the hard the pain or whatever, however you want to put it.
Yeah, I think it's funny because when I was home for Christmas, then I had Swarly, and our parents have 3 dogs and a cat.
Yep.
Then I had my cat. So you'd bring your dogs over, and we would have 5 dogs and 2 cats. And 6
Christmas.
Humans in that house.
Christmas time ish. It was basically that.
It's
Every time
wild.
I come over was 5 dogs and three
That was a
2
zoo.
cats. Yeah.
Cody didn't grow up with any dogs, so like even if there's one barking, he's like, no.
Done.
And then there were
Yeah.
5 there, and he was like, this is too much.
Oh, here's a good picture of Swarly with my sister-in-law here.
Oh, it's gonna be it's the one I took, isn't it? Oh, look at them. He just loves sitting with people. Oh, So cute. And Brittany's hair looks nice. Pesky's hair looks nice.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. People know her as Brittany for the most of the people that watch this, I feel like. So it doesn't matter.
Like, he just wants to be around people all the time. So, like, when the dogs would go outside at mom's house, he would finally, like, come down and be like, he went on the table and I was like, you can't just go on people's table. Like, that's so rude. Also, he's got his flat little ears, you know?
Yep.
And that's the first thing everybody asks me. They're like, what's wrong with his ears? And I forget that, like, I can never have a cat with, like, sharp ears again. Like, it's so aggressive.
Yeah.
But his got frostbit off in the little Duluth winter.
Oh, okay.
He was found on the streets. Yep.
So Duluth, he's a Duluth cat. That's cool.
He's a Duluth street cat, but he's lost all of his Duluth street
back to talking about it.
smarts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know Morgan's story. I don't remember it offhand. Maybe Peskin can pop in the comments and remind me, but I don't remember his story other than he bit me the first day we met him, and I realized now that should have been a warning sign that he was going to be an asshole.
Well, he loves you once he knows you. Like, you just have to, he has to be comfortable with you, and then he'll give you all. Okay, well, let's not get on the table, though, because you're not supposed to do that. Your dad says so. What are we doing? Can we sit? Thank you. So Swarley survived on the streets, supposedly, for, like, at least 6 months. I got him at 8 months. But now, like, he's the worst. He sees bugs and he's like, oh, I want to check that out. But he doesn't do anything about it. Like, there was a bug crawling on the floor when I was home alone. And I was like, oh, shoot. And, like, it started coming at me. And I was like, nah, get out of here. So I pushed it away. And it started going at Swarley. And he just ran in the other room. He ran away from this tiny... I was like, what are you good for?
No help. Yeah.
Good Lord. But he's good for this. So.
I got one more.
Oh, best buddies.
Hit and miss, but this was
like normal siblings.
Honestly, this was pretty early on, and she still was bigger than him, so she had the she had the upper hand still. She does not anymore.
Are they the same size now, or is he even bigger?
He is bigger now. And,
buddy.
She does not like the dynamic shift. She
prefers
dogs
sure.
that are smaller than her. They have their moments. I get worried sometimes that I lied when I said I had one more. I have another one now. This is really the last one.
There's never one more.
I'm going to stop looking for pictures after this one, I promise. But this is my favorite because that's the face he makes all the time.
Oh, look at him.
He's a lot bigger than he is there now, but he still has that same exact face. He does that all the time.
He's so cute.
Let's see. This was
Gotta zoom in on his little eyes.
So yeah, that was just him at 3.5 months.
Oh, he's so cute. When our parents got... when our parents got Hank, I remember I'd see so many Snapchats of him before I actually got to meet him. But he was young when they got him. I don't remember how young. They'll probably jump in the comments and say.
Yeah.
But I would get all these Snapchats, and it was just the absolute definition of puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Whoever created that idea, like, Hank was it.
Yep.
Like, those eyes. So freaking cute. I can't stand it. Ow! He's kneading his low claws. Hi. That hurts when you do that, okay? He was making his little biscuits, but his claws were out.
Yeah, we were looking at another cat for a long time. Just because I don't know. I'm not a cat person, but I don't know. I get suckered in sometimes. Oh, I hit something. Sorry. Hold on. I can't.
Crashed.
There you go. You're back.
Is he crashing?
No,
no, he's back. Okay, good.
I bumped a button and went to a different web page instead of the guest.
I was panicking because I was like, I have to stall. I have to say things. I have to do this on my own, and I can't.
They could see you still, but they couldn't hear you. They could still hear me because all I did was change the web page by accident, so I couldn't hear you anymore. But anyway, what was I saying? Another cat.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
We're thinking about getting another cat. We have a cat cafe down the road from us, and we've been there a few times. And there was one that she really convinced me, and we even applied for it, and then it wasn't available. Yeah, so then I was like, never again. No, I'm done.
That's so sad.
So I haven't been back in a while, so she'll probably get me back there again, and we'll try again. But
Yeah. I keep an eye on the Nashville Humane Association just to see what's happening there. There was the most amazing dog I've ever seen, okay? And I'll see if I can find a picture of it. I don't know that I'll be able to. I think his name was like Corky or something like that.
okay,
But he was like,
we had a dog Corky growing up.
oh, maybe that's why I'm getting confused. But he was a corgi, like looked like a corgi. His whole body was just, but his colors were that of like a blue heeler or something like that. And it was the absolute coolest combo I've ever seen in a dog. And then someone adopted him, which is like super great for him. But oh, here it is. And I don't know how to do fancy things, so we're just gonna do this.
That's fine. Yeah.
Look at this dog.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's the greatest dog I'd ever seen.
That face looks like Willow's face almost, just the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cattle dog corgi mix. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
Someone owns this dog now, and I hate them.
At least you don't have to see them all the time. Like, imagine if like your neighbor adopted the dog you were wanting or something, and you have to see them every day with the new owner all the time.
I would steal it.
I would really hate that.
It would be horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're happy with our one for now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't have time for a dog right now, but maybe another cat.
Yeah.
Swarley's never had a sibling. Although, when we got Swarley, we brought him back for Christmas that first year. So he was a little over a year at that point. And Mom and Dad had gotten their cat Rocky, who was 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, something like that. And so they brought him home while Swarley was staying there. And so the first 2 days, it wasn't great. They were just hissing at, well, Swarley was hissing at him, and Rocky was like, I'm a baby. And then by the end of it, like, Swarley was like cleaning Rocky, and they were cuddling. So
yeah,
I think he would do
actually
well
remember
with
that.
Cat.
Yeah, it just takes him getting used to. That's what Brittany and I were saying about Morgan. He doesn't like other cats, like typically. Like we had to watch Brittany's cousin's cats for like a week, Carolyn, because she was moving to Georgia, excuse me, and there was like a brief period where she was in a place where they couldn't come with, and they had to get it set up or whatever, and so for that like week or 2 weeks, they stayed in our house, and Morgan and them never got along. We had to leave them in the guest room or the office now, the whole time, and it never worked out. But I feel like two things. One is they say that there's like a introduction process you're supposed to do, where like you give them things that smell like each other, and you do like a introduction through the door and that kind of crap. And I think if we did that kind of thing, they might be able to come around. But
yeah, no, Morgan does fine with the dogs.
Yes, that's thank God.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
but he's also grown up with dogs, so that makes a big difference.
Right, he's been wrestling with dogs ever since we had dogs. Now, for the first year and a half, 2 years, probably closer to 2 years, it was only him. We had only the cat because we were living in an apartment for most of that, and that was the only thing we could have was a cat. I guess we had a guinea pig with him for a long time, and he actually was really good with the guinea pig, which was surprising.
Very surprising.
But then we didn't get dogs until we got Captain when we like, I don't want to say like 6 months after we moved in, something like that. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but either way. So then that was his first introduction, which Captain was huge. And he was fine. Like they took some getting used to, but then I have a video, I think it's on my TikTok. Shout out to my TikTok, but anyway, of them wrestling, and it's hilarious because Captain puts up with it, oh, I didn't type it right. Puts up with it, and then suddenly he's just over it, and he smacks him against the wall, and it's hilarious. And then Morgan just shakes it off and gets back into it again. And
okay.
So they did, that was kind of proof right away that he would be a good dog cat, if that cat that got along with dogs. So I was like, okay, you're kind of an asshole, but at least you are fine with dogs. That's saving grace. So
that's more important.
Yeah.
I saw some memories on my Snapchat of Captain from when I was home from Christmas, probably a few years ago now. And he's sitting on the couch, and Pesky's sister's sitting on the floor, right?
Yep.
And Captain just has his little paw resting on her shoulder while she's sitting there.
I saw that one recently as well.
And then he scooches over and puts his head on top of her head, and I was like, you are the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
Here's a good Captain picture we'll share since we're talking about Cap.
look at him. And his little bandana.
Yeah, this was family pictures with Pesky and I.
So
and Willow.
cute.
This is after we got Willow. Because we got Willow, what was it, like a year or two after having Captain? We were like, okay, Captain's lonely. He needs a sister.
Yeah. No, they were great.
Willow hasn't gotten any bigger, which is so funny. This was like 3 years ago now. And there was another one that was going to show up here somewhere.
Oh, she's just a nice medium size.
Here we go. Yeah, Captain was great. He had a black tongue, purple tongue, whatever you want to call it, blue tongue.
Look at him. What a good buddy.
Yeah, April of 2020. That sounds right, Pesky. I think that's when we got Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain was great. Captain passed. That would have been May of this year, and then we got Woody June. So a month after Captain passes when we got Woody. So.
Oh, buddy. He's so sweet.
He was awesome. He's the best dog. I was thinking about him today. I miss him a lot sometimes, especially when Woody's being an animal. Because Captain never wanted to do anything. He was just a lazy old man, and it was because
he was an old man.
He was literally, when he died, he was like 11. So when we got him, he was 7.
He was 7, yeah.
Yeah, I think he sneezed for this picture.
That's so funny. It makes him look tough.
Yep.
And he just wasn't a tough guy.
Oh, I didn't show this. I'm sorry. I didn't turn on sharing. I just realized. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Now you can see it. No, it was me. You can see it, but I didn't put it on stream.
Hilarious. Yeah. Oh, baring his tough teeth.
Yep. No, Captain was great. I don't know if I'm hoping Woody is as good as Captain one day. Woody's great, but he just doesn't know anything yet. He's really young. Captain was already old and set in his ways, and he was great. You can see how big he is in this picture. Let me show this one. That's how big Captain was comparatively.
Oh my gosh. There's an ongoing debate about whether or not he was bigger than our dog Echo that we had.
I think they were close to the same.
They had to be close.
I think they were close to the same mostly because I know when he would lay on like his back, he would he had the same kind of chest size. And I remember that just because I remember I tried to put my arm around him. Echo when he would lay on the ground, and Echo didn't like that, so he'd roll away. But Captain would just put up with it, and I can't count how many times I napped with Captain like that. Where he would just lay with me and be like, "Yeah, okay, this is fine."
Yep. That's so
here's
funny.
Another good. I keep turning off my screensaver, and I know there's gonna be.
And then finding one.
I said I was gonna stop looking, but this is a good Willow picture.
Oh, that is a good Willow picture.
You can see how her long nose. She uses that to dig in the snow a lot. It also ends up your butt half the time when you're not paying attention.
That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah.
So anyway.
Over the holidays when Cody's friend David came over and he was like, so I'm going to steal Willow from them.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
And then he came over again on New Year's with Dakota and was like, so Dakota, we are stealing Willow. That's what we're here to do. Oh, look at her. I'm so cute. I was on the phone with David the other day too, and he was like, I'm still going to steal Willow. I'm like, well, nobody knows about your plan, so that should go really well for you. You didn't make it well known at all that that's what you were going to do.
I remember on New Year's when he left, finally, he was like, okay, Willow, come on, let's go.
Yep. It was good.
Yeah. So that's all our...
Mom.
But Captain was Morgan was the first animal, besides the guinea pigs, that Brittany and I had gotten together. And then... And then we got Willow and now Woody. And then, as you said, Swarley's the first cat you got on your own.
Yep, so it was funny because I lived with my best friend Janelle. And we had watched How I Met Your Mother. We watched a different show together every year. So freshman year, when we had just met, the first show we watched together was How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
And so finally, after junior year, we were like, let's get a place off campus. And so I was like, well, we can have pets if we live off campus. So I texted her and I said, can we, all caps, and just said, can we get a cat and name it Swarley? And she said, yes. And that began the hunt for Swarley. And I found Swarley at, we were in Minnesota. We just stopped at like PetSmart where they have the adoptable cats there and stuff. And I saw him. We went in there to see a different cat. And they were like, well, we have to like do something with him first. Do you want to see this other cat while you're waiting? And I was like, oh, sure. So they brought out, his name was Toby at the time.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Toby.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they brought him out and he immediately crawled up on my chest and just laid down. And I was like, this is sick. This is amazing. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Good job. And then they brought out the other cat, and I was like, "You're boring." And I was like, "I think I kind of want to get Toby," but I envisioned having an orange cat, and he was a brown tabby. And then I watched him just sitting in his cage, just laying there, and I was like, "Well, he looks kind of boring. Like, I don't know." So I called Janelle, and she's like, "Well, I'd like a cat that's like a little bit playful." And I was like, "He just kind of lays there." And I was like, and so we left, and I came back, and we ended up I brought Dad, because Dad always comes and checks out the animals.
Yeah, we bring Dad to every decision we make. I mean, that's just if you don't get Dad's approval, you don't make the decision. I feel like that's just how it works.
We're getting our first animals on our own. Like your opinion. You picked out good dogs over the years, so clearly you guys are doing something
exactly,
right?
Yes.
And I ended up bringing him home, and it was then we got home. And I've never had a cat. Like, we had a couple cats growing up, but not a ton. And I had never had my own animal. So we get home, and I bring him up to my room, and we're like, we'll just keep him in this room for a day to get acclimated with this environment.
Sure.
And gradually introduce him to the rest of the house. So we bring him into the room and let him out of his kennel, and he immediately goes, my bottom drawer of my dresser was open, and just hides under it. For like hours, right?
Okay. Yep.
And I'm freaking out. I'm like, I picked a cat that hates me. Like, I made a mistake.
I had a similar situation with Willow, yeah.
Yeah, and then like 2 days later, he was totally fine and cuddly again. And then he was Swirly, because Toby's a stupid cat name.
Well, my version of that was with Willow. When we went and saw Willow, so this was during COVID, we got her, like early COVID.
Like when
if it was April, I don't think it was quite April. It might have been, but either way, if it was April 2020, that was like peak COVID, you know.
Yeah, which is a good time to get a dog.
I think we had to wait longer than that. I think it was closer to June or July, possibly, only because it would have had to been April because she was 8 months, but that just seems so early. But anyway, yeah, Easter 2020. You're right, Mom. But anyway, they had just started seeing people again, but you had to do it like distantly. Like, if you want to meet the dog, you'd have to do it like at a neutral location and keep your distance, blah blah blah. So when we went and met Willow, we brought Captain, and when we're getting ready to leave, she's like, "So do you want her?" And we're like, "I mean, she's great, yeah, sure, why not?" So she's like, "Okay, here you go." But then she kept the collar, so we had nothing. We just had naked Willow, no collar, no nothing,
no leash,
just put her in the back seat as is. And we're like, okay, bring her home. And then we get home, and we're like, okay, what do we do with her? And I'm like, well, I'm going to carry her. We didn't have an extra collar at the time because we only had one dog, and Captain never changed size. So we're like, okay. So I tried to carry her into the house, and I fell with her in my arms onto the ground. And I'm just holding her for dear life, and I'm like, Brittany, you have to help me. And that was my introduction to Willow, and she like hated me for months after that because it was just so traumatizing. Luckily, she's come around, but
so weird.
I had the same worry that you did. I'm like, oh my god, this dog hates me, which was supposed to be Britt's dog anyway, because we saw Captain as kind of like my dog, even though he loved everyone. So we're like, okay, we need a dog that loves Britt, which Willow is that dog still to this day. And she's gotten over it. But yeah, I had those same concerns. I was very, very worried. And Woody, the same thing too. When we adopted Woody and he was a puppy, and he was really aggressive and mean once he got to like 3 or 4 months. He like wouldn't listen to anything, and it's just stressful, you know.
Getting a puppy in general is stressful because like
it's a good transition to show you this other picture I just found.
Can't see it. It has he was so little, and this is even
so small.
He was starting to get long though.
I can't believe how small he was in these
pictures. I know he's so big. It's hard to remember that he's a puppy when you see him because he's so big.
I know. The screensaver thing is not perfect. There we go.
Oh, his little head tilt. Look at him.
I still can't believe he ever looked like that just because of how big he is now. It's unbelievable.
He looks the same though, just enlarged. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, it goes in and out. You're right. I'm seeing that on my end too. The whole
it's not looking like that on the stream, but it is to us. Oh, buddy.
Yeah,
I can't believe that he could just fit in your arms.
Yeah, that's just laying on Britt.
It's crazy.
Here's the picture of his. This is like his adoption picture, basically. Or no, wait, no, this is our front yard. Never mind. Sorry, it's not loaded yet.
He's just so little. It's
I
wild.
still can't believe this was the day we brought him home. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, just don't.
It's good practicing for being a parent to a human.
Yeah. Well, that was the other
Lord.
thought. That was the other thought. It's like, oh, here we go. This is a good one. That was the other thought though. Was that like, Brittany and I have been trying to have kids for like a long time, and so we're like, okay, if we get a puppy, that's something, some sort of like, okay, if we can handle a puppy, at least that's like a stepping stone towards having a kid. Like, we've been trying to have a kid for so long. If we can't handle a puppy, then we can't handle a kid. You know? Like,
yeah.
So.
Oh. He's so sweet.
So it's been a journey, that's for sure, but it's I think it's been worth it.
I find it so strange that the person just showed up with Willow and was like,
oh yeah, I didn't finish that story really.
I just here, have the dog.
Then on top of that,
like,
I didn't even finish it. So then on top of that, after we get home and we get her in and blah blah blah, the girl texts us, the foster mom, and she's like, I was so excited to give you Willow, I didn't even get the money for her. Can you send me the money for Willow? Because we didn't pay. Did you guys even think
about that, or were you just
we were just so like, we didn't think we were taking her home that day. We thought it was just a meet and greet, and we'd talk about it.
Yeah.
And we ended up coming home with her, and we didn't even pay for her. We could have easily just ran off and never paid for her, and they would not have been able to do anything.
I just like I know some friends who were trying to adopt a dog, and like they made them do like 2 interviews and a home visit and like all this stuff just to adopt the dog.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, this lady's like, so here.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Well, and she said this was her first time fostering, so that I think that was a big part of it.
She probably like didn't know how to do that part.
Yeah, she just was kind of like, oh, here you go. We're so excited to have found a family that fits with her, and then they also brought her to a dog park like every day when they had her, which is the reason she's so good with dogs today.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
She that's the thing, that's a weird thing too. I just realized with Woody, that foster mom, it was also her first time fostering ever.
Mm-hmm.
Was a puppy.
Oh.
She had extra time and she was like, I'm going to foster a litter of puppies for my first time out. And I'm like, okay.
That's a bad idea.
I wonder if I have the picture of all of Woody and his siblings somewhere. See if I can find it.
I don't know. There was quite a variety of them.
Oh, I know. They look that my old Paint's theory was that they all had different dads, which is possible. I found out. I googled it. Apparently, one litter can have multiple.
Yeah.
Fathers.
That's also how fraternal twins can work. You know, I just learned this.
Is that true? I did not know that. So the whole Days of Our Lives. The Days of Our Lives. Maybe any sort of soap opera where you have twins that have different fathers, that can be a thing.
So here's why I'm confused, right? Because I saw like some TikToker post or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to sneeze. It's gonna pass. Where it happened to someone, like her 2 babies had 2 different fathers. And like people in the comments, most of them were like, wow, that's insane. Wow, crazy, crazy. And then some people were like, clearly none of you have ever learned how fraternal twins work. And I was like, what? Oh, look, buddy, that's what happens when you think you're giving me a nice little love bite. I'm not having a good time.
Sorry, finish your story. I saw that when I was looking for that picture I was talking about.
No, but people are like, well, yeah, duh, that's fraternal twins. Like that, like, of course. And I was like, but like,
that doesn't.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on. Now I gotta Google it.
That doesn't sound right to me. Oh, here you go.
It's possible for twins to have different fathers in a phenomenon called heteropaternal superfecundation. That sounds fake. That sounds like it was made up by a soap opera.
Yep.
I
think this is the day we got Woody right here.
He's so sweet. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that just sounds not right to me. I'm with you on that.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. But apparently, if they have heteropaternal superfecundation, it can happen. Different fathers occurred in 2.4% of all fraternal twins whose parents had been involved in a paternity lawsuit. That's funny.
This is Woody and all of his siblings.
Oh my gosh. He's in the middle.
Yep. He's the only one that looks like his mom, and they don't know who the dad is. So imagine them finding this dog having birth, and this is the puppies that come out. One of them looks like her. The rest are all this. They all look like they could be a different breed. Like the one to the right of Woody looks like it could be a German Shepherd almost, or a Doberman or something. The one 2 down looks like a cattle dog. The one on the far
is a job.
The one on the far left is the one we almost got.
I remember
remind me
seeing pictures
in the comments what his name was, but we know the person who adopted that one and a couple others in the litter. Not know them, but we've been in touch.
Yeah.
So we want them all to meet at some point again.
That's
but
cute.
yeah, it's just the craziest litter of puppies I've seen. Just
it is. That's a job for an episode of Maury.
Yeah. We did do the DNA test on Woody, and we compared it to one of his siblings, and they're different. They are significantly different.
They're mutts. They're just full on mutts.
Really, they are. But like I said, we originally were looking at the first one. I want to say her name was Coda. Now, like her adopted name was Coda. But then Woody was the one who bonded with me most the day that we went and looked at them all. So.
Yep. Now you're best buds. Now he cooks with you.
He sits in the kitchen with anyone that's cooking. That's his thing. I think he's hoping we'll throw him something. But
yeah, that makes sense.
They've learned I'm not the feeder, luckily. But
listen, this is why I love this man, because I could just do this all day and he just could not care less.
See, that's the perfect cat. And Willow's like that too.
Yeah.
And Morgan's getting more like that lately.
Okay, you ready to go? Okay, see you later. This was fun while it lasted.
Oh, I keep forgetting to change it back to there. We go. Yeah. Yeah. Well, other thing I was going to touch on was like past pets. Do you remember any specific past animals we had, like growing up? I
remember.
I know we almost always had a dog growing up. Like pretty much always had. Yeah,
we had. Dino and Dancy. I can't remember the order in which we had them. Dino was a little lassie, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
She was my favorite for the longest time. I just loved her.
When we had Dino, and the way we had Dino at the same time, we had all the pygmy goats because we named them all after Flintstone characters. So like Dino was the dog, and then the goats were Betty and Wilma and Fred and.
Makes sense. Brought in the goats for show and tell.
Yep. I loved having pygmy goats. I would do that again.
Yeah.
When I have a hobby farm.
Cody didn't go for it yet, but maybe someday. Not in the condo, maybe.
I saw Mom and Dad's old neighbor was trying to get Pete to buy a goat. Like he shared somebody he knew who was actually trying to sell a goat or whatever. And I think Pete's girlfriend?
Yes, his girlfriend.
His girlfriend was like, I want it, let's do it.
Yep.
So
I support it.
Yeah. I would do it. I would do it. They're awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a rule against that in the suburbs these days, but
what they don't know won't hurt them. You got a big basement.
They let you have chickens. Like I know somebody down the street. I've seen somebody down the street has chickens. You're just not allowed to have roosters.
What are you doing with the chicken?
Eggs.
That's weird. You live in the suburbs.
And people.
Oh, here we go. Look,
there he is. I've talked about BFP how much in this podcast, and then he shows up. It's like I manifested.
I was literally just about to say, like, I'm glad BFP isn't here to show us up talking about pygmy goats. Like we know anything.
BFP's time to shine. He shows up just in the nick of time.
All our pets are boring compared to...
If you want to see all of BFP's pets, go to the Discord. They all get posted in the pets channel. There are so many.
Amazing.
That's so funny that BFP just shows up. I've been talking off and on about you for so long. There it is. 8 dogs, a cat, 14 horses, donkeys? 13 donkeys, and 2 cows.
What do you do with 13 donkeys?
Send pictures of them to me.
That's like baker's dozen. What the? That's
awesome.
Amazing.
It's fantastic. I love it.
Can you ride a donkey?
Pet them, he said.
That's a fair point.
What else would you do with them?
That's amazing. That's really amazing. 2 cows. Are they a couple? That's what I want to know, Mr. and Mrs. Cow.
All right, let's show off a little bit of what I've
Are you gonna
got.
do it?
Here. Oh, I don't want window. That's the wrong window. Hold on. Did that wrong.
I actually did know about donkeys in the Grand Canyon because when Cody went there, he acknowledged that.
There we go.
Oh, well, they might still be a couple. You don't know.
Don't judge them. Oh shit! Why am I?
That was a fun sound.
I doubled up for some reason. I don't know why.
That is so crazy. One's half the size. Well, I'm half the size of my fiance, so.
I think I need. Oh, I think we lost Katie. There we go. I think it picks a double audio. This is what I was gonna show before we lost Katie. This was the Christmas card you showed us with your cow. Oh, there she is. She's back. Let's bring her back here. Maybe. Oh, we gotta put you on stream. There we go. You're back.
Yay! Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Anyway, this is, if you can see it, this is the Christmas card BFP showed us.
So cute.
Yeah, this is what you get to see if you come to the Discord, is all these pet pictures people post.
It's amazing.
Oh, here's Hank.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Why is he so stupid and so cute? I love him so much. Oh. That's cute.
Sorry, that was mine. Oops.
Oops.
Oh, here's a good another cat one. I haven't showed a lot of cat ones today, so I should probably...
Oh, look at him.
Alright, here. This was his Halloween costume.
That's so funny.
Yeah, there's a
That's
lot
the
in
best
here.
Halloween
It sounds
costume.
like BFP's posting more right now, so...
Oh no.
Almost should have brought him in as a guest if we had thought ahead.
Yeah, seriously.
I just love it. I love all these that he posts.
Oh, that's a good one.
This one here, sorry, I skimmed over.
Like the sunset. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Oh, Dad just shared in our Facebook messaging group a picture of me and Blue.
Oh, Blue, yeah.
Oh, Morgan. He's so pretty and
Woody
so
brought
regal.
a squirrel to our back door.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, Woody. Oh yeah, Dad's sending a couple now.
It's a little bit janky, it looks like,
Oh.
but I get the idea.
Okay, well yeah, then you pet them. I understand now.
Like a kick me.
Like I see it and I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do right now.
Yeah, pet them. What else would I do? Oh, here's a good one. This is when he finally started cuddling.
buddies.
He wasn't cuddling for the longest time, and he finally... Anyway.
Well, now you got to go to the Facebook Messenger.
Okay, yeah, I will transition to that now.
There's lots of good ones now of Echo and Blue.
Oh, here's more. Hold on, BFP just posted something.
Oh. Sorry, I'm like right in the camera because I need to see this. Look at them. That's a beautiful dog. Wow.
I haven't seen your dogs much, BFP. It's mostly the farm animals. These are awesome. Your dogs are awesome. All right, let me transition to...
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cute.
never mind, one more.
Oh.
Almost missed it.
Oh, look at his big head.
I love the big head.
That's so
All right,
cute.
Let's transition over to... So this is... I gotta change the screen here. I don't know if I can do that without just closing it and then reel.
I trust you to do this part of our
There we go.
job.
So there's you and Blue.
Oh, yep. There she is. Is that Blue or is that one of the puppies?
Oh, that might... Nope, that's one of the puppies. That's one of the puppies.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we had all those puppies. We didn't keep any of them.
No, we did not. And there's Echo.
Oh, I loved him.
He had a bigger head
Best
than
dog.
Captain did. He had more of the black lab head, I guess you call it. Whereas Captain was more of a German Shepherd.
Yep. Yeah, Captain's head was very German Shepherd. Oh, but Echo was so
And then
sweet.
there's a good picture of. Yeah, Echo might have been bigger. It's hard. Hard to say.
Look at him. He was just so sweet.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah. He's
That's
awesome.
That's why I love big dogs. I feel like they're just way cuddlier than. Oh, and there's horses, I guess. Then.
Oh, you and the horses?
Yeah. There it goes.
Oh, look. Look at that hat so big on your little head.
Yeah. Alright, let's transition.
That's awesome.
I swear I'm
Discord.
really good at this.
You're doing great.
Here goes the horse video. Oh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Oh.
hold on. My Discord crashed. Coming back.
The cowboy. He was a cowboy, that's true.
I'm a cowboy, baby. Alright, got it on the video now. Now I just gotta share that window. Like it is hard or something. There we go.
Stop. That cat is beautiful.
I do like that cat a lot. I saw one of that color at the cat cafe nearby. It was gone before we got a chance to go look at him, but
Oh, they're best buddies.
I remember you sending pictures when you got the Clydesdale.
Look at him. That's awesome. I usually did 14 horses.
Yeah, I
That's
think
so
what it
many.
said. Yep. Yep.
That's amazing.
That BFP showed up. This is what I was hoping for.
I know, this was it. Yep. Oh, man, that's awesome. What a life.
Yep. Living the dream.
Sounds busy.
Yeah, yeah. That's the part to focus on.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I have a friend. I don't have a friend. Cody works. Cody works with someone. She's very nice. I just don't know her that well.
Okay.
Who owns a horse rescue in Tennessee, and recently they were transporting one, and something failed on the thing, and the horse fell out the back of the trailer while they were driving. It was horrible, but that's a horrible story. She owns a horse rescue and does great work with it.
That's what you have to
You used to
focus
own a zebra?
on.
My real question is, what do you do with the zebra? That's
I remember you sending pictures of your zebra actually when you first had him.
that's wild.
Oh, hold on.
Thanks, Mom. I worked really hard on the story.
Here we go.
I can't believe you owned a zebra. Can you just own a zebra? Is that an option in
You
my
just
life?
do that?
Like, I guess I didn't know that was an option. Oh, look at them.
I think the zebra is in the pets chat.
Oh.
Let's see if I can scroll back.
You're doubling up.
Am I?
Oh. Upside down in the that's wild. Nice. Ohio is my next stop then. See you in Ohio, BFP.
Oh yeah, here's the. He called it his wife's new project when they first got him.
You can get kangaroos. I have friends in Dayton. Maybe I'll just move there.
There you go.
Look
Oh,
at them.
hold on, it's
That's
not- there we go.
amazing. Amazing. That's so wild.
Literally, because that's why.
Literally, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, BFP's
That's
got
true.
some good ones.
Things I would have known and I would have done my life differently because of. One, if I had known I could have owned zebras and kangaroos, I would have lived in Ohio. And if I had known that Prince Harry was considering an American for his wife, there's a lot of things I would have done differently. And Harry and I could be living in Ohio with zebras right now, but alas.
Alas, here we are. Yeah, so there's a lot in here. Make sure to join the Discord. I sent it earlier, but make sure to join the Discord so you can see more of that and post your own. And then maybe, you know what I kind of want to do is, this is a little bit off topic, but I'd like to do is put a channel in Discord, or even just tell people to DM us with like topics or questions or whatever, and then we can use that for fuel for our
That's
next
a good
podcast
idea.
where we can do a Q&A, or we can do like a just reading comments or whatever.
Yeah. People
Comment
like
on the
submit
YouTube
questions
video.
in advance. Yeah.
This will be a YouTube video as well, so comment down below
I think that's a good,
topics
yes.
and questions and what have you.
I think that's a good idea.
You can find
Be careful what you wish for.
You can find the YouTube channel in my socials.
There it is.
So there you go.
Zonky!
Hold on, I'm gonna Google that.
You could have just made one.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Am I wrong?
Let me share this.
Is that not how it works?
That's what a zonkey looks like.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Take a second. Maybe. There it is.
Look at the legs. Look, it's just like donkey up here, and then it's got long socks on. Amazing.
More pic here.
That's so good.
If I just share the screen, then I don't have to keep changing my screen.
Zors.
Well, now we're gonna look up a Zors.
Wow. I want to cuddle with it. Look at the first picture. Like, I've lived 27 years on this earth and have never seen this.
Oh, it's not loading here. There we go, baby. There we go. Oh, I lost
This
my
has
picture back.
existed always, and I've never seen. That's amazing.
Oh, here's
See?
here's his. Oh, maybe. Takes so long to buffer. This might be not the ideal way to do this. But...
Look at that.
Oh,
This is wild. Absolutely wild. I can't.
we learned a lot today about animals that exist and things you can just own.
Oh, things that exist.
Well, I'll be honest. If Tiger King was any indication, you can just have whatever you want.
Yeah, that's true.
That reminds me.
True. I didn't know you would just own tigers.
A little off topic, but I don't know how true this is. But I heard that apparently they found Carol Baskin's husband.
Yeah, alive
I don't
and
know
well.
if it's true.
And I also don't know if it's true. I see one source that says it. Oh, I don't think it's true.
They said they
Because this
supposedly
post is from a
found
year
him in
ago.
Costa Rica. Supposedly.
A year ago it says that as well. But is it true? I don't know. Has anybody seen him? Is there a photo?
Did they ever make the sequel? There was some talk about a sequel to the Tiger King, but they never did.
I think they did.
Oh, they
Didn't
did.
they?
Okay. If they did, I didn't watch it.
No, I think they did, and I fully just didn't watch it.
Just
Tiger
wasn't
King
wasn't
2.
invested.
Does Netflix have Tiger King 2? Yeah.
Oh, I totally
do.
missed You with a Horse
They
that we
do.
need to share as well.
Oh, I want to see. Eyelash in my eye. Oh, Me with a Horse.
You with the Horse, yes.
I've seen that.
I was wondering. I was like, what?
That's funny. I thought it was BFP.
No,
Who's
no.
matching me behind me?
I think
Is that
that's
Isabella?
Bella. Yeah, I think that's our cousin Bella.
Classic.
Classic. Well, this turned out to be a very lucrative pet talk. I didn't expect.
I know that was good. There was a lot.
Thank
a
God
lot just
BFP came
happened.
in and gave us some content. No, we were doing okay. We were doing okay.
That
No,
was amazing.
We've had a lot of pets, and probably a lot more to come in our lives.
That's true.
Brittany is basically
Right,
Snow
Swirly?
White and would own and be friends with every animal out there. Ugh, you really gonna make me
Yeah, that's
hydrate?
true.
Hydrate? I don't have a water on me.
And stretch.
All right,
Use your beer.
I'll drink a water. Oh yeah, here. Let's hydrate with beer. Cheers.
Oh, you got a Minnesota beer.
I opened up. So I had
or
Yingling.
Tennessee beer.
I had Yingling was my first beer, and now I just opened the ones you brought me,
We're twinsies.
which looks similar. Is it from the same place?
It's same brewery, but this is Southern Wit.
Look at us. Who would have thought? I didn't send you home with Minnesota Lager, I realized after you left.
We bought some before we left.
Oh, you did? So you have some?
Yeah.
Okay,
so we
good.
got some.
Okay,
I have
good.
Minnesota Gold, but it's big, and I was not committing. There's an eyelash in my eye, and I feel like dying.
Starts with a bug in your house, and now there's something in your eye.
Absolute chaos in my home tonight. Yeah, BFP, if you want to watch this on YouTube later, you'll get a beautiful beginning that you weren't here to see. Oh. Sean froze.
Did I? I'm okay on my end.
No, there you are.
Okay.
Okay, now you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I was saying Pesky's basically Snow White, because she would be friends with every
Mhm.
animal. Yeah, that's what I was. Sorry, I was catching up on chat.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, we'll go to BFP's and we'll do like a live from his house, meeting all of his
That'd be
animals.
amazing.
He's done it
He's
on
so
Twitch a
good.
few times. I think that's the only streamer Mom and Dad
Yeah.
have watched consistently is whenever BFP
Oh,
is
yeah.
live.
They've talked about it.
It's a good time. I'll give him a
It
shout
is.
out just in case. There you go. Thanks for all the content, BFP. There's a shout out for you. Make sure to go follow him.
It's awesome.
He has some great animal content.
Love it.
And sometimes plays Fortnite with us.
All right. Well, this was
Yeah,
fun.
he'll put you to work, Pesky, if you go
That's
visit
good.
BFP, I feel like.
Sean, bring the 4-wheeler.
Oh, that means we gotta drive.
No, not driving. Oh, no.
No, but this is good. I think we can wrap it up here.
was. I liked it.
We'll probably
Yep.
be live. We've been kind of on the stretch of. Oh, I didn't stretch. That reminded me. Oh, well, we've been kind of on the.
Chop, chop.
We've been kind of on the track of every other week. That just seems to work better. So we'll probably keep that trend. So
Yep.
next live will probably be the 25th. I'm guessing ish around that time frame.
Yep. And I will have turned in the paper of my law school career by then. So I'll be.
You'll be set to relax.
I mean, I'll be. Yeah. I'll be here and it'll be done. That's all I'll say right now.
Yeah.
It'll be done.
Make sure to go follow on all the socials. Make sure to go comment and on YouTube or on my Instagram or on anywhere. DM us, whatever, any way you can contact us and give suggestions, questions, whatever you want, whatever you think is a good idea. Give us some ideas. Give us some content to go off of. We love to sit here and BS, but we also want to do what you guys want to see. So we are very open to suggestions. So
For sure.
stories, Old Pain. I feel like we're always doing stories.
That's all. Like, you gotta be more specific.
Funny, scary, embarrassing.
Funny, scary, embarrassing.
I was gonna say we should have vamped into phobias after your whole bug situation, but I just feel like that can get so dark because my phobias are like abstract, not like physical objects primarily.
Not knowing what happens when I die.
Yeah, exactly. Like that could take a turn really fast. Yeah.
Yeah, like mentally and emotionally, I was not in a place to talk about that after that.
And I don't want to. I
Exhausting.
don't want to talk about frogs either. So that's a whole.
If you go back and watch the beginning, even when we start talking about other things, you can still see me going over here on this.
I'm ready for the videos I pull. That's probably the moment I'm going to pull from this for the trailer or something.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. All right.
Chaos.
Well, thanks everyone.
All right, guys.
Have a great rest of your
Have a
week.
good night.
Have a good night, and we'll see you in the next one.
pushing harder till you're sweating tears come